Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Crusader Kings 3 and the Fate of Iberia expansion. So sorry there wasn't a video pretty much all week here. It's been kind of a mess, guys. Things have been really hectic in our lives. Pretty much everything that can go wrong has gone wrong. Things are pretty bad. I'll probably wait to explain the current situation in like a channel update video because pretty much anybody who's not watching this series, which is the majority of our subscribers, don't know why we've had so little content over the last month or so, because I don't think we really mentioned it outside of these videos. So yeah, I'll have like a separate channel update video, kind of explain what's going on and you know, why this is probably going to be a consistent issue for us, because things are really bad at this moment. So I'll wait to do that, and we're just going to hop right into the gameplay here, since you know we haven't had a video all week, and we last left off with our king dying, which was actually our grandfather, Yusuf II. We're now playing as a new character, Sultan Musa, and he's zealous and paranoid. We haven't got our last adult trait yet, personality trait just yet. We also really like to spend money. But yeah, a very different character from Yusuf II. That should be interesting. He's 13 years old, so a couple more years until we'll come of age here. We do have quite a few things we need to get arranged here in the beginning of the episode. We gotta rehire the council. I think this guy's probably pretty good. You could, of course, get somebody even better, but he's 74 years old, and although he's got the whole of body, he's not gonna live that much longer. So I think this is probably just the best option, is keeping him here. We can have him start converting faith, though. As far as where we might want to do that, probably in the capital still. I think that's our best option really here of our vassals. Just kind of help them out. So we'll convert faith right there. And as a zealous character, that's going to be something we're really going to focus on, making sure that we get the faith converted all throughout our realm. And then we need to appoint all the rest of the positions here. So as far as powerful vassals go, it does look like our uncles are 3 of those positions. Yeah, 3 of them right now. So we'll probably want to get some of them put in place. Yusuf II would be a good chancellor. Yeah, he'd be a good chancellor. So I think we're going to put him in place here. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else he'd be better at. So let's go ahead and put him into the chancellor position. We'll keep him on the domestic affairs. With the steward, I think our uncle Khalil is still probably the best option. We have somebody really good at stewardship here. But yeah, he's not a powerful vassal. That's Pedro. He's one of our knights. I think it's just better to put our uncle in place. You know, we just came to the throne. We can expect to have some issues. Yeah, we could definitely expect to have some issues with rebellion. Maybe. We'll see what happens. I think we got like a couple characters right now that have joined factions. So it would be good to make sure that the powerful vassals at least are happy. Malik could be the marshal. Again, better options here, but let's keep the powerful vassals in these positions for now, with the exception of the Spymaster, because this is not one of our uncles. He's not even that powerful, and he's not very good at intrigue. So let's go and find somebody who's better and perhaps likes us a bit more, which I think this is the former Spymaster for our grandfather, so we'll just put him back in place. And we'll probably want to boost his opinion some. I know that all of our uncles don't really like us either. But let's start with the Spymaster first. Get him liking us a little bit more. So go and sway him. As far as what he's doing, disrupting schemes probably would be for the best. We could also look to find secrets. Let's just work on that right now. We are very vulnerable as a miner at the moment. With this here, we don't have a lot of money, so I think we should switch over to organized army, try and save some money on the army maintenance. I think that would be helpful. Also, it looks like we have an event here, a court event, Finger Bones of a Sultan. So a peddler in a cloak with dozens of baubles and knickknacks sewn onto it rattles up to me. My lord, I have an artifact of grand illusion with which you may convince all you possess magical power. She brandishes a colorful fabric worm. Okay, so we've seen this. This is the worm event, and it wasn't very good. Pretty cruddy, but would we go for it? We do like to spend money, but you're not really actually spending money on this one. We also are kind of paranoid. This could be something bad. Could do harm to us. I think we're just going to say I will not play the Puppet Master here, get the piety, because no, we're zealous, so we want more piety. We also are not betrothed. I think we're going to wait. We'll just wait till we become of age to do that. Because the next thing I want to do here is deal with our stress. We're at 80 stress right now, and I think we're going to go ahead and meet our peers, because that reduces stress by 36. Nothing to really indicate that we wouldn't want to meet our peers. We're not really a shy character or anything. It's going to cost 55 gold. We love spending money. We can also visit the market to spend money as well. So maybe we'll do that next. If stress is still kind of high after this, we'll see. So yeah, we're just kind of meeting all the youth in our realm. We'll see if we get any interesting events regarding this. And we can go speed this up as well. Secret exposed. I think that's that sheik who I refused to put into position, which is why he doesn't like us. And is this something we can use against him? Doesn't look like it. No, we don't really have anything against him, just his lover here. So yeah, there's really not much you can do here. And she's too far away. That's interesting. Wonder if he banished her or something? I'm not entirely sure what happened. Yeah, she's way over here now. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there exactly. Remember, we're looking to get to 800 prestige. That's what we need to get to in order to finally create the hybrid culture. You know, obviously we've been trying to do this for a while. I was really hoping that Yusef would have been the one to do this, but unfortunately he just didn't live long enough, and we were doing so many other things with the prestige. That's why we didn't get it done. So we need 800 prestige to do that, and looks like it'll be Musa who finally gets it completed, unless something happens to him. That's another thing we need to do. We need to take care of our heir. He doesn't have a guardian. I think our previous character was his guardian before. Also, our sister needs a guardian too. So yeah, we can go and get some guardians for them. First here we got an event, The Secret. I'm talking to my sister Samia, which this is the one we were just talking about needing a guardian, about life at court and recent rumors. I've heard that Tafit is the one behind Laura de Barcelona's murder. I catch myself, but it's too late. Samia heard everything. So we just revealed a secret to her. Alright, so we can say, oops, or please forget what I said, I'll do anything. We're not willing to do this because we're paranoid, so we don't want to give hooks to anybody. We'll do anything we can to avoid giving hooks because we're paranoid that they'll use that against us. I mean, they would. But what could they use it for? We don't know. We can instead offer to pay money. Maybe. Or we could say, if you tell someone, I'll hurt you. This is a prowess challenge. And we are rowdy. So maybe it might be something that we do here. Perhaps. Yeah, we wouldn't like that we revealed the secret, because again, we're paranoid. We want to keep all the secrets to ourselves. We do like spending money, though, so I'm kind of thinking we should go with this one, rather than beating our sister up. So I think we're just going to do this one. Throw some money at her here. Keep your mouth shut. We got another event, the Brave Faris. My cousin Yakta are watching the Faris train in the courtyard when my Faris Halil approaches us with a smile. What do you say, children? Think you can handle the basics? I really think we could. 15% that we go on a critical stress level, though, if we fail here. Our prowess is actually fairly decent. Largely due to the equipment we have on us that we inherited from our grandfather. Or you could say, I'd rather watch you train, but again, we're rowdy, so I don't think that's the route we go. 80% chance that we pick up the basics and we'll increase our prowess by 1, and Yakta would as well, our cousin and friend. Only 20% chance of failure, really, with 5% of that being that we'll get wounded, 15% being that we go that critical stress level. No matter what, we increase opinion with Yakta, and we will lose stress, which we very much need to do. So yeah, we're going to say this one here, because I think that's what we do. And we pick up on the basics, increasing our prowess up to 13. Yeah, well, hasn't updated yet. There we go, 13. So we're actually decent at fighting so far. Playing rough. There's a lot of events with this. I really like playing as a child sometimes because there's a whole different set of events that you'll often get, and of course you have these decisions, but you can have other events as well, just random events that fire when you're a child that you just don't see when you're playing as an adult. So it can be an interesting change of pace sometimes. I thought Dima, which Dima is the daughter of one of our sheiks, well, it says right there here, the daughter of my vassal sheik Hadal, and the peasant boy were merely pretending to fight. But suddenly there's blood in the dirt. Dima hits the ground with a grunt, and the peasant standing above her moves to attack again. So we can say, I will save her. She'll become our friend. We'll lose stress because we're rowdy. 10% chance that we'll become wounded. We can say, someone please help. We'll spend prestige and actually gain stress because we're rowdy. Or we say, this looks like fun. Let me have a go. That would also reduce stress with the rowdiness. Yeah, I don't think there's anything to indicate that that's what we would do on this last one. I think we're going to try and save her. So I will save her. End of fun. It was good to forget all the responsibilities for a while and spend time with other children, but I'm told that I have to return my duties now. We all had so much fun. Hopefully we can do this again soon. Alright, so we got some prestige from that, which is awesome, because remember, we're trying to get to that 800. It does appear we might be able to get there in this episode. We'll have to see. Letter on the back. So, passing through my court, I notice an unrecognized face approach me. My most impressive liege. I am Siraj, former courtier of your vassal Sheikh Hudid, which that's the guy we just had in that event. He asked me to, or actually it was his daughter that we had in that event, I believe. Let me just double check on that. Yeah, Dima is his daughter. He has asked me to present myself before you and partake in your court. He's also given me a letter of introduction that only you may read. Then he hands me an enclosed letter. After breaking the seal, the letter reads, Dear Musa, please assassinate the bearer of this letter, Hudid. Alright, so we can kill Siraj, his courtier, a hunchback. So yeah, we can go ahead and kill this character. So we can say, welcome, come, have some poisoned, invigorating herbal infusions. This is an intrigue challenge, and remember we are focused on intrigue here. So our intrigue's sitting at 9 right now, which isn't bad for a child. So we have a 78% chance of success. We can disregard the letter and accept Siraj into our court. Is he useful at all? I mean, he's got decent diplomacy. Could he be a knight? No, absolutely not. He's got a 0 on the prowess. So we could do that. Or you say, you've been marked for death. Flee while you can. Well, we are zealous. And this doesn't sound like something that a good Muslim would do. So I feel like we're probably just going to tell him. We're not just going to assassinate people. We are paranoid, though. So there is that. We see enemies in every shadow. So this is a potential enemy, but so is the Sheik. We might make a friend this way. I think we're going to do this, though, because of the fact that we are very religious. So we're not just going to be assassinating people left and right, I think. Without good reason, at least. You know, we are a paranoid character, so if we think that our life is at risk, then we certainly are willing to assassinate somebody, but this guy doesn't have any risk to us, I don't think. So we're going to go with this option, guys. And we'll see what happens here. And he's been tricked into thinking that Siraj is dead. Alright, so we didn't actually lose any opinion with him. A feast for the senses. Lots of events firing here. Being at a feast is a flood of impressions. People are talking. The smell of all kinds of food fills my head. And those beautiful clothes, plates, and decorations. What a wonderful display of power. So is this our trait? Our final trait? It looks like it. So we can say it's all so shiny and become greedy. Kind of fits. Because we are already, well, actually it doesn't, because this is here you love to spend money, while greedy you don't like to spend money, so that could be pretty bad, because these two would conflict with each other, in a way. I mean, you don't really typically get too much stress from this one. It doesn't typically affect stress, outside of the stress loss bonus that you get there. Or we can say adults can be so much fun to talk to, and we become gregarious. I think we're going to do that one, guys. I don't know that we've had a gregarious character yet. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, we'll go for that. And that means that we love spending time with other people. We get the diplomacy increase, attraction, opinion, personal scheme power plus 15%. And people overall are just going to like us better. So yeah, we now have a higher diplomacy. So Musa's turning out all right so far. We'll just have to see how we do on our education. We did get those meadows constructed. Excellent. So let's go ahead and see what we want to build next. I kind of feel like finishing this last military camp here, the Watch Post, just to get it done. And also our army is much smaller than it was before. Let's get more levies would help. And yeah, it has other bonuses here that are nice. So I think we're finally going to finish that construction there. And do we have the money to build anything further? So this is the one that's disabled because we're over our holding limit. Again, I'm not too worried about that because I'm hoping that the stewardship will increase some once we, we're going to continue getting like a little boost here as we get closer to coming to age, and then we'll get married, and I'm sure we can boost it that way as well. So we're just going to hold on to that, but this is the one that we're getting penalties from, so there's really no point on building there just now over this one. And this one doesn't really give very many bonuses at all, so I don't think we're going to build that either right now. So we could just hold on to the money, but it doesn't hurt to build something here that we won't get the bonus for until after we solve this problem. That's okay. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just go ahead and build the water mills here, or get those upgraded. Yeah, we'll eventually get the bonus there. And I think that's right over here. So we don't have any money now to build anything. We blew it all. A kind word. My past happened to have crossed with Emir Shamir. So that is, I think, our cousin. Yeah, that's our cousin. And to my surprise, it seems as though he does not have a great impression of my friend Wali Ismail. Perhaps I should take this opportunity to change his mind. So this is a diplomacy challenge. Obviously we're gregarious, but our diplomacy isn't all that high despite that. So it's a 57% chance we'll improve his opinion. Or you say people should be talking about me instead. Yeah, not really anything to indicate that's what we do. Let's do this one. We just want to talk about our friend. So we'll do that and see if we succeed. And it looks like we did. Okay, excellent. So we improved their opinions and we lost some stress, but we actually don't have any stress now. We're doing pretty good in that regard. I was intending to spend some money to try and get our stress down, but we didn't need to. Those other events did a pretty good job with it. And we are no longer all stressed out. Now, I'm not entirely sure why this character has had so much stress, and I did forget to get the Guardian set up, so we'll go ahead and do that now. And it looks like somebody is attempting to murder Abu Bakr, our uncle, the court tutor and court physician here. Somebody's trying to take him out. We must stop the villain behind this. So let's go ahead and get the Guardians for our siblings, and this one's our heir. He's doing the stewardship focus, so let's find somebody who would make a good Guardian. Look among our vassals first. I think Khalil is really the only one who's really good at that, but let's take a look at the courtiers. Maybe we can find somebody better. We do have Pedro. He doesn't have the intelligence traits or anything, but he does have decent learning. Here as well, you got some decent learning, no intelligence traits, so Pedro would probably be the best option. But let me just see if he has intelligence traits. He doesn't. Okay, I wasn't sure. He's got the hell trait. So I think it'd be best to go with Pedro. And he's a knight as well. So yeah, we're going to have him educate our brother. And maybe just sorting by stewardship would help us find it. Yeah, there's Abdullah. So let's go and send him off. And now we just need to find somebody for our sister, because she also does not have a guardian. She's working on stewardship as well. She does have the quick trait. She's honest and bossy. So could just give her to Pedro too. I think we're going to give her to our uncle. Just to kind of curry favor with him, because he's also our steward, so why not? So let's go ahead and grant him a child. We need to offer a ward. And there she is there. So we need to look for him on here. Does he not have any openings? He does not. It looks like he already has 2 wards here. Okay, so he's really not an option, so might just want to go with Pedro then, and just have Pedro teach him both. Yeah, I think that's kind of the best way to go here. So yeah, we'll just offer Pedro both of our siblings. There we go. Alright. So we'll have a higher opinion with him, though he really doesn't like us that much. Yeah, he doesn't really like us that much. We get 10 plus eventually, as he does that for us. We are looking at a dangerous faction, and we're kind of expecting some factions to rise up here. But these are supported by some fairly powerful vassals here. We got Malik and Ibrahim. Both of them are supporting this rebellion. So this could end up being a fairly large rebellion. if we don't do something about it. So I think to avoid, all of these guys rebelling, because this is a bit much. Yeah, it's not going to be like a rebellion we can't defeat, but certainly one we don't want to fight. And they're just barely at the limit here to be able to send the ultimatum. We got plenty of time as well. But I think what we're going to do here is try and arrange an alliance with probably Malik. He's got 2 daughters, neither of which are married. We could arrange a marriage for ourselves, but obviously that's a close relation, so that could result in some fairly negative traits from inbreeding. So we might want to do this with somebody else, like our brother. He is our heir, of course. But, there's no reason to believe that we're actually going to play as this character, really young, healthy. And this would get an alliance with Malik and would stop this rebellion from happening, as of right now anyways. And he would accept that. So let's go and send that off. And that should deal with this faction, at least for now. Alright, excellent. So that'll pull him out of this faction. That's not this faction, that's this one. So, yeah, he is no longer allowed to be in a faction, and thus we don't have to worry about the rebellion any longer. We are still attempting to sway the Spymaster. So we can say, my lord, pray tell, who is the most elegant person you have heard of? So we can line say him, or we can say us instead. This would actually cost prestige. I mean, we're gregarious, probably just line and tell him without a doubt it's him. It would cost us the precious prestige, though, unfortunately, which we're trying to build up right now. Yeah, we're trying to get that opinion boosted with him. So we're currently at plus 67. How are we doing on the swaying? We'll let him complete this one here, and then we'll likely switch it over to one of our other vassals. Constant torment. So the things Blanca put me through as a child still weigh heavy on me. So she's like our bully. No, we don't have any bullies. But she might become the bully. Yeah, become the childhood bully. So the stares, the laughter, the pain. Every time I see her, my mood is sure to turn sour. She's 16, so she's now an adult. So she might have become an adult now, but I know that she will never become a decent person. Yeah, we'll go with this. I mean, another option. So we have a childhood bully now. Will we want to seek revenge? I don't know. Because, we are paranoid. My Spymaster's come to me with a discovery. He's certain that my courtier, Arius, is scheming against my uncle, Abu Bakr. So that's the one who is scheming against our uncle. So they say, let the traitor be known, throw him in jail, or whether true or not, I will not accuse him. Yeah, we're going to throw him in jail, guys. And let me just take a look at the character. Is he a Muslim? He is. Very good martial, with some decent traits as well. But that's pretty much it. Try to kill our uncle. We don't know it's true for sure, but could execute him. Could just straight up banish him instead. Or could employ him as the executioner. That'd be an option as well. Why not get him as the executioner? I don't think we've done that yet. So we'll go ahead and do that. So he'll be the executioner, which you can see that in your court positions here. See the bonuses that you're getting. So he's terrible at it. I'm not entirely sure what makes you good. I assume it'd be prowess, just guessing. But you can't just appoint somebody in the normal way to this. They got to be there's a few events that do it, but typically you got to do it with a prisoner. So it's like a punishment. This gives an opinion bonus. We get dread gain increase and decay reduced, and we can publicly execute prisoners for increased control and popular opinion. The character's crimes are forgiven for this as well. Alright, so we got an executioner now. We did sway him, and thus I think we're going to start swaying somebody else now. It's pretty high. Let's work on... I guess we can do... I'm just looking at who's the most powerful here. I guess we'll do Yusuf the second. Yeah, that makes sense. So let's go ahead and attempt to sway him. Got a 78% chance of success here. We also have a court event. That's the courtier scorned. That's, you always get that whenever you put anybody in positions. I don't even know who this woman is or why she feels like she can demand a position. So you can say, oh, come off. That's, remember, we are a gregarious character, so maybe it might not do it that way. You say, you're right, you do deserve a position, and she becomes the court musician. I don't know that she'd be any good at that, though, honestly. She is an eager reveler, but looks like she's better at gardening. Or if you're going to jest like this, I should start paying you, and we can make her the court jester. We're paranoid, though, so I don't know if we'd do that. We'll just make her the court musician. She probably sucks. We'll take a look at her real quick. But yeah, I assume she's not very good at this position. Yeah, poor aptitude. As far as having anybody better, really just Idris, which is surprising. Like he'd be so good at this. But yeah, we still get the bonuses here, court grandeur, all that kind of good stuff. We got those watch posts constructed. We can actually, you know what? I think we're done, aren't we? That's right, we're done there. I was gonna say I thought we had one more level, but we are completely done there. We got the water mills constructed here, and remember, we're still getting the penalties for being over the domain holding limit. Though I guess that's not the province that's not getting any bonuses at all. Well, maybe it is. But everywhere is getting the penalties here. So we must have hit the year. So now we're getting the 20% penalty everywhere until we can get our stewardship up. So yeah, we can go and continue building here. If we got the money anyway. We can get the large stone quarries. Get that constructing. And that's the reason why we're not making very much, guys. Because of the penalties, both from that one fame trait we have, and then also because of being over the holding limit. Court grandeur is now at 5. And you know what? We should have been learning a language here, guys. As a child. I always forget to do that. The languages. We are about to come of age here, though, aren't we? So yeah. I don't know if it's any reason to do that right now. We could try, I suppose. It looks like this would actually teach us the Berber language. Okay. Now we're rowdy though, so that's a critical stress level. So probably not going to do that. Yeah, let's just go. This is boring. Why learn Berber anyway? I imagine being rowdy would result in us being really bad at learning language. So I guess you could explain it that way. The reason why we never did it. It's because we're too rowdy. Just can't bring ourselves to do so much learning. So we gained the elusive shadow, which is the top level, level 4 here, guys. So the best possible education trait for intrigue. So our intrigue is pretty decent here now, 18. And most importantly, we can get through those perks much quicker. And look at our outfit. We look a lot more prestigious and majestic. All right, excellent. So we gained the elusive shadow. We lost our guardian. We're not going to forget Blanca anytime soon. We lost the rowdy trait. Okay, excellent. So with that, we can go ahead and pick a perk now. So I feel like with the paranoid and gregarious, it's really these two choices that make the most sense. I mean, really, you can go for any of these, honestly. But let's go for the skullduggery, which will give us the agent acceptance plus 10, intrigue plus 3. So that's what we're going to go for here, guys. And we do need to get ourselves a spouse as well. Probably a couple spouses, so we're not losing the piety here. So yeah, let's go ahead and find ourselves a wife. So we've already got this set up here. We're not looking for traits yet, so let's go and see if there are any traits available with these current options here. And we probably want somebody who's like within 5 years of our age, I think. Alright, so let's just sort this by some of all skills. We also need to get a marriage for an alliance, but with the primary spouse, because we're going to get 3 spouses here. But the primary spouse will go for somebody young, around our age, who has some decent traits. So she's the best option, 19 years old, diligent, sadistic, and temperate. Alright, so she has the fertility bonus here, also increasing life expectancy. But here's somebody who's quick. It's our cousin, though, Shakira. So who is she related to? This is Abu Bakr's daughter. I see. So I don't think she'd be a good option just because she's related to us. Could instead go with her. She's got the hell trait. She's also albino. And then you've got this character here. She has the intelligent trait, but she's wheezing. Okay, it's a tiny health penalty. I think that'll be fine. It is one that can be passed down, though. So it could be something that our children get. But really, she's probably the best option. I mean, if you just look at stewardship, though, I mean, there's not a lot of good options here. So what I think we're going to need to do, one wife for children, one wife to help manage the realm, and then the third wife would be for an alliance with somebody. So she would be the one for having children. But we want our primary spouse first to be the one with the good stats. So this is what we're going to do. We're just going to go ahead and say no age difference here. That doesn't matter. Traits don't matter. Obviously want her to be healthy, but fertile matters less. I think everything else is good here. Probably don't want her to be too old. Yeah, maybe not in the 50s. Thinking maybe 30s would be the youngest, or excuse me, the oldest. Yeah, just marrying somebody super old wouldn't make sense. And frankly, it's not about some of all skills, really. We're looking for somebody with high stewardship. So let's go with... Is this the Bully Blanca? Or is this a different Blanca? If it seems like it's the Bully Blanca, so we probably wouldn't want to do the marriage with her. I'm just trying to look for something here. Yeah, bullied as a child. There it is, -5. So yeah, don't want her to be our spouse, since she's that long-time bully. I mean, none of these are really all that good, honestly. It looks like she might be the best option. Yeah, she might be the best option here. She's got the 12 stewardship. We can see if there's anybody better. Got a 15 stewardship here, but she is a bit older. So I think that this one's probably the best option. Although, she looks like she's... Oh, no, she's not too young. I was going to say, I thought she was younger. Yeah, this is probably the best option. She's better at martial than she is at stewardship, actually. Yeah, we'll go and pick her, and she'll be our main spouse. This is going to result in an alliance with this character over here. He's just a Wally, but yeah, he's right there. So yeah, we'll go ahead and do this marriage for the primary spouse. So let's go ahead and send that off. So make sure she's the primary. And then once we've got that secured, we can go ahead and see what we want her to do. Currently at assist ruler, we're getting 2, 4, 6, 8, a bonus of 8. So you could instead get that bonus going towards, chivalry here with the martial or the managed domain. But as of right now, we're actually under our holding limit, which is really what we're looking for here. And you're not getting anything better than 8. So let's go with the assist ruler, guys. I think that's fine for right now. Maybe something we'll adjust in the future. So let's go ahead and get these other marriages arranged. So we're going to go with I guess you can keep that as is for now. But yeah, it needs to be fertile. Going for traits. And then we already know who we're going to pick here. I think we had decided it was going to be the intelligent, wheezing 19-year-old here. So yeah, hopefully we don't have that inherited. It's a possibility we'll just have to take. So yeah, let's go and arrange that marriage. We are actually related. Okay, I didn't realize that. I'm not entirely sure how we're related, though. Seems kind of distant. Is it through a grandparent, perhaps? Yeah. Well, one of our grandparents. Alright, well, that's pretty distant. It's fine. So let's go and send that proposal off. And then we needed one more spouse, which would be for an alliance. As far as like who we'd want, you could do a foreign alliance, of course. It probably makes sense to probably ally with them, I think. Yeah, that'd probably make the most sense. I don't know that he's got any options here, though. He's 26 years old, and it doesn't look like he has any children just yet. So that's really not an option. But there are, of course, other characters we can ally with, like down here, though honestly it makes more sense to start invading their territory once we get the Christians wrapped up, which we still do have some work left to do there. So another option would be to instead attempt to, it's not the one I want to look for, we want to look for factions here. Instead look for somebody who's potentially going to rise up against us. Now I don't know, we'll be able to appease this guy here. Just let him rebel, I think. But yeah, you see a lot of characters here in this faction. Luckily they're all weak. Ibrahim actually has, yeah, he has some sons here, but yeah, that's not going to help us in this area. You got this sheik over here. Yeah, these are just sons, so that's not really an option. This is the Castilian Catholic populace. There's no characters there. But over here, there's quite a few characters. Maybe this character would be one we'd want to find. These are all sons. Well, he's got a daughter right here. Blanca. Of course it's Blanca. Alright, so we're not going to arrange a marriage for her. We've already decided that's not what we're going to do. Though, of course, you could bring her in and then torture her as she is now your spouse. But as a paranoid character, I just don't think we'd do that. We wouldn't trust her so close to us. So yeah, we're not going to bring her in as a spouse. None of these other characters really seem to have any daughters that are anywhere in the age range that we're looking at. And if they did, then more than likely, I guess you got this daughter here. I was saying more than likely they'd already be betrothed, but yeah, that's not the case with her. I'm not sure who this character is. We can go ahead and just take a look. He's just a baron, though. That's why this faction is so weak, is because they're all barons. Just a bunch of barons. So you have that sheik. There's really not anybody else to arrange a marriage with. I think we looked at that character already. So yeah, there's not really anybody else here, guys. So probably a foreign marriage would be our best option. Maybe there's this character here. See if he's got any daughters. She's 10. So it means we're going to get the Heidi penalty, continue to get it, although it's not actually affecting us at this moment because of our traits. But yeah, we'd still continue to get it, I think. I don't think it counts betrothals. It might. Yeah, you could arrange a marriage for her. Kind of look around, shop around or whatever. See if there's any other options. Most of these are probably going to be old enough to already have spouses at this point. Yeah, I don't think there's anybody else here. So let's take a look at this character. Again, I think that would be the one we'd want to attack, though. You know, we're going to focus on the Christians first, so we do have time before that would have became an issue. We'll see if any of his daughters would be nice to secure our borders. But yeah, it does look like all of his daughters are either younger than the other one at younger than 10. Yeah, or they're already married. Alright, so yeah, we'll just go for a marriage with her then. Or betrothal, I should say. So yeah, let's go and arrange a marriage for her and our character. And she'll gain prestige. This will be an alliance with that Emir. We'll definitely accept it. And why would you not? We are the most powerful ruler in all of Iberia at this point. Alright, so let's go and speed this up. We got these two marriages, we got the betrothal. And it looks like that does get rid of the penalty, just being betrothed. Alright, excellent. Alright, so we'll have to see if we can't have some children now. So Yusuf was not swayed. And because we're gregarious, we actually get stress every time we fell. Every time we fail to sway somebody, so it's a pretty hefty penalty. He wants to invite us to a feast. This is the Sheikh Gaton, and it would be our pleasure. We love going to feasts. Gregarious gives us a chance to talk to people. This is the conversation partner event again. So we can say, why don't we talk more about you instead? That will reduce our stress, and we'll be closer to forming a friendship with this Wally here, who's his steward. Or we can get the interesting conversation. Diplomacy and learning will be boosted for 10 years. I think we're going to go with this one to reduce the stress and maybe become friends with this character. And we got the reinvigorating friendship. Huge health boost. Did we become friends with him? Looks like we did. Alright, excellent. So more stress loss. And so this is another event. We've already seen this before. So yeah, we'll go with that one, I suppose. And Wali Ali has become our friend. So made a couple friends here in this feast, and lost a ton of stress, way more than we needed to. I probably should have went with the interesting conversation on that one option, just to get the diplomacy and learning boost. The borders of faith. So my cousin Emir Ibrahim approaches me in private with clear doubt in his eyes. He explains to me that his faith is faltering. Okay, so we've seen this event before. So this is our chance, and as a zealous character, maybe a different way to handle this. We actually have the intrigue option here because of our skill to threaten to denounce him as a heretic, but that'll get a weak hook on him. But I don't know that we'd do that because we're zealous and we want him to stay true to the faith. Our cousin here, he is a powerful vassal though, who is currently in a faction against us, so something to consider. Which, you know, we're not only ruled by the zealous, we're also ruled by the paranoid, and he's openly in a faction against us. So we can say I will reignite his fervor myself. 64% chance of success, gaining piety, and perhaps becoming closer to becoming a friend with him. We would definitely want to go that option. I don't think we go with this option either. I think we're going to try and reignite the fervor ourselves rather than just get the weak hook. Yeah, let's go with that one and see if we succeed. And he actually embraced Catholicism, so that's a huge problem for us. I think he's currently our only Christian vassal. I can take a look at that, but yeah, we would not accept this. So we're going to go ahead and demand his conversion. And let's just take a look and see if there's any more vassals that are praying the wrong way, because that's something we would not accept, I don't think. And he's quite powerful as well. Alright, so he was not one of the powerful vassals before. Yeah, because of the fact that he was a boy at the time. So that's a reason why he was not listed as a powerful vassal, and that's the reason why we only had 4 options rather than 5. He'd actually make a good chancellor, but not as a Christian. Alright, so let's just kind of scroll through here and ensure that all of our vassals. I suppose there's also the other way to view this. Might be the better way. I don't know if that's clear to see. Religion. But you can see that they are. Let me see here. Yeah, I'm not seeing any. Yeah, it doesn't show religion here either. You still have to hover over them to properly see it, looks like. Yeah, it looks like he's the only one currently that I noticed. So yeah, let's go ahead and force him to convert. And he says his faith is too strong. So this is a crime that allows us to rightfully imprison him, but by doing so, we are pretty much ensuring his rebellion. I highly doubt we're going to be successful in imprisoning him. Yeah, a 0% chance of success. And he is a criminal, so this would not result in us being viewed as a tyrant. But it would result in his whole faction rising up, which we know there's at least one other character in that faction. So this is this sheik here. Alright, so right up here, he's Aragonese. Alright guys, so I think we absolutely are going to try and arrest this guy, even though we know that it will fail. So let's go and attempt to imprison him. And we could also just seek to revoke his title. Take the whole thing, he's a criminal. 10% chance of acceptance. But yeah, that's not very high either. I think it's just better to attempt to imprison him and fight the rebellion, is what I'm thinking. So yeah, let's just go and imprison him, guys. And, or well, fight the rebellion, I should say. And turn this down here. So we'll be fighting him and that sheik over here at the very least. Rally the troops. Alright, he did not join that, interestingly. Usually, like, the whole faction will join. Well, that was not the case this time. Oh, I didn't realize I didn't have paused here. So let's go and get the troops raised up. Where is our current rally point? Way over here. Well, let's go and fight his army first, because there's a good chance that we might be able to win the war that way. So we're going to raise up all our troops here. It's going to be 10 days to get them all raised up. We currently have over 10,000 troops, so we can easily wipe out that army while also going for a siege. So let's go ahead and do that now. We're going to go and split this army off and send them to go do a siege. As far as how many we can put over here in the capital, quite a bit. Yeah, quite a few troops here, guys. But if we want to do like multiple sieges, then we don't want to have too large an army here. So let's just go with, I don't know, maybe 3,000 or so. That's what I'm thinking. That looks pretty solid. So let's go ahead and get somebody who's good at sieges, hopefully. Yeah, maybe this guy here, military engineer. Get him going over to the capital. Maybe not go that way, though. Oh, but if you go this way, you're going to take attrition. Alright, so yeah, we want to go that way. And then create like another small sieging army just to come after perhaps that location. Yeah, I think we'll just go after this location here. So I was going to split off another small army of about, oh, I don't know, maybe 2,000, somewhere around 2,000 dudes. So I need a bit more here. Gotta get rid of that, get rid of the 196, leave 5,000, so about 2,000. We'll see if we have anybody that's good at sieges. Looks like that's a no. We've already assigned the one character that has that trait. And we don't really want anybody to die here. So let's go with, well, Prince Malik. We don't want him to die, so that wouldn't be good. I was going to put him in place, but yeah, clearly not the best option there. Let's put this Sheik in charge. So if he gets attacked and dies, you know, that's not the worst thing to possibly happen. And then over here, who do we want to have command? You know, we're not much of a commander ourselves. We just take a look at our own martial ability. It's 12. Not great. Decent knight, but not a good commander. So we will not be leading our own troops, I don't think. Right now, he's currently our best when it comes to advantage. He's got the flexible leader as well. But I think it's better to have Aegis. They're actually tied, and he's got the rough terrain expert, so I think that's better for us at the moment. So put him in charge. He served us well for a long time, too. Aegis is 56 years old, and we've been using him for a long time. So what we want to do is attack him. We'll just move over here for now. See where he goes. Don't really have the money to continue construction. In fact, we're losing quite a bit of money right now. That's kind of a problem. So we're going to go ahead and try and attack him here, though he's going over to this location. Probably going to want to fight in the mountains. That would be the quickest way to go there. Looks like this would be the quickest way. Alright, so let's just have him go here for now. And then let's just wait a second and see what he does. Alright, so he's going over that way. And so we'll attack from this way here. And maybe he'll attack us in the mountains. Kind of follow behind him here, I think. See where he goes. And this would result in us having to fight him in the mountains. Does he have terrain bonuses? I assume he does. Yeah, he does have some terrain bonuses there. So really not the best option to attack him right there. A question of loyalty. Well, we are paranoid characters. Probably going to see a lot of events like this. So this is our wife, Sultana Aisha. She's with child. I should be overjoyed. However, she has been acting strange, and I cannot shake the feeling that something is wrong. Am I really the father she claims, or has she betrayed our union? Well, as a paranoid character, we're obviously not going to trust anything here. It's interesting that she's the one to get pregnant first, the 29-year-old, out of all her spouses. So if she has a boy, then that would be our heir, and she doesn't really have any traits here. So let's go ahead and see what we want to do here. I mean, we kind of know. We're not going to go over this one. I must be the father, surely. I think we're going to say, I will look into this discreetly. It is an intrigue challenge. 92% chance that we discover the truth. So we'll see what happens on that event. I don't want to just sit around staring at this guy. But, you know, we're doing the siege here. Again, we could fight there in the mountains, and we'd probably win. We'd have the numbers. Take more casualties than is necessary. Though we are sitting here, and we can't really properly supply our troops right there. So what we really need to have happen is that they attack right here. Yeah, he's not the greatest commander to have leading that. But our suspicions were laid to rest. Seems that my fears may have been unfounded. Despite every effort on the part of our spies, we found no indication that she's been unfaithful. Alright, so of course I trusted you all along, dear. So we lost opinion with her. Well, you did marry a paranoid character. I think we're just going to do it. Obviously, well, this is also a river crossing? Really? Where's the river? I guess I can't really see it because of the borders here. Okay, yeah, I kind of see it there. So yeah, a horrible location for us to attack from. We could go here and then attack. And then we're not attacking from a river, so you know we're going to win no matter what. But let's get the best odds. So we'll go ahead and go here. And we'll also send those troops to support us. Yeah, we'll do the attack, because clearly he's just going to sit there, so why not? Now, we are doing the siege of the capital, so we don't have to attack him, but it's actually better if he moves right there, because then he's not getting the defensive bonuses. That's weird, I don't know why he moved. Yeah, that's strange. Okay. Yeah, he moved for whatever reason. We'll accept that. Hopefully we'll have a better position once we go after him into our own territory. Like if he was to go there or something, we'd be in a pretty good position. He's going this way. He's just trying to run. He's terrified at this moment. Alright, so we're going to go here and here. Start that siege up. It doesn't look like we're going to be able to finish this war before the end of the episode, unfortunately. I don't even know if we're able to catch this guy. No matter what, though, we're moving him away from his own territory here. So there is that. Where's he going? Watch him go all the way down the coast, get in a boat, and then go all the way back around. Sounds like something AI would do. Alright, so let's go and just keep on chasing him down. Let's see if we can't get to him. Yeah, we'll see, guys. We don't have enough troops to do the siege, but, well, we can still keep them there. 17 months to get it completed. Could leave more troops, so we gotta make sure we have overwhelming power when we attack him here. And I'm not entirely sure why he decided to do it here. That's very, very silly. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with them. Why would he leave that defensive, very good defensive position to come over here to our own territory where we get the defensive bonuses? We are about to go in debt. Oh, it looks like he's gonna take off. So he did not stay here, but still, I'm not entirely sure what he's doing. So I guess we'll see if we can't get him engaged before we end the episode today. Yeah, we'll see if we can find him there. Yeah, he's trapped now. So we're slightly in debt. We're getting a penalty there. Apparently he's not. And we're still set to win. Just a better army commander, and we got 2,000 more soldiers, or 1,800, 1,700 more soldiers, whatever this is. He does have the more commander trades, more men-at-arms counters. Of course, he has the mountains as well, but that's not going to be enough to save him. So we also have the siege going. You never know. Maybe we capture somebody important there, get a lot of war score. So between those two, that might be enough, and we did. Yeah, we did capture somebody. Looks like his heir. Yep, it's his son and heir. So therefore, we're at 95%. So this battle here is going to be enough for us to win the war, essentially. So there's really no reason to even assign him to go anywhere else, because we won't get it done. I mean, I guess we could move him towards a location, but I mean, I guess, you know what, we could lose this battle. I don't think so, but yeah, we're definitely going to win. So that will be the end of the war, essentially. So it looks like one of our wives is unhappy with this courtier who has insulted her honor. So she demands that we cast him from the court. I don't know who this guy is, but he is, well, his prowess is decent. He's not a knight, though. That's interesting. I wonder why he's not a knight. Because at 16, you'd expect that he would be. We just have such great knights. So that's the reason why. So we can afford to lose him despite his decent prowess. He is a lot older as well. I'm wondering if this is with the novice hunter. I wonder if he's like one we got from that hunter event. I'm not sure. But yeah, we can say he will be gone by tomorrow. We can instead say, I think you might be overacting a bit, my dear. Or you say, why don't you tell me everything for the start? This is an intrigue challenge, and we'll learn to see if she's sincere or not. Yeah, I think that's probably one we'd go with. Let's see what the problem is, right? I'm gonna just cast this guy out for nothing. So we reached the conclusion that she is telling us the truth. He has deeply insulted her honor, and so that now that we know for sure, we can go in and confront him. Or we say, I think you should try to forgive him. Let's confront him. This would get us some prestige here, and it's going to banish him from the realm. All right, remember we're trying to get that prestige built up, and we're almost at 800 already. Also, looks like we just got the fame up to distinguished as well. So this war will get us to the 800 that we needed to be at, and also we obviously can arrest this cousin of ours who's been causing us problems. So that's pretty much the end of the war. Captured another enemy combatant. Very good kill-death ratio here. Just seeing how our knights did. Malik, our uncle, was the best, and our other uncle was second best. Okay. So, I think we just go ahead and end it now. No reason to do any further sieges or anything. So this is going to result in us getting dread. Alright, awesome. So that'll help us put down some of these other factions. You know, they'll be too scared to act against us in our 45 dread. I'm going to expand all the troops. Don't need to keep those around. And now we got to deal with him. But I think we'll be dealing with the Emir next episode, because unfortunately we do have to end this one here. We also have some other characters in our prison that we can deal with as well. So we'll have to see what we want to do with all of them. But essentially we're probably going to take his title, is what I'm thinking here, guys. Now, we can't really hold these titles with our current limit, but maybe we can increase that limit by changing our wife over to focus on stewardship. That'll get us at least one more holding, if not two. I think one more is all we're going to get from that. I mean, I could look real quick and just see, because we're currently getting +2 on stewardship, so you can get the +6. Because we're only at 6, that would only boost it by 1, unfortunately. But we could hold one more county that way. Now, I'm not entirely sure how many he has. He has 3 counties. They could just keep the capital here, I suppose, and give out the rest. Maybe even keep the duchy title, because we currently only have 1 at this moment since we lost Barcelona. So yeah, we could keep the duchy title, I suppose. He might even have the duchy building constructed over here. Not quite. So you could build that as well to get that bonus. But yeah, I think we're just going to take his title, guys. I think that's the best way to go about doing this, since he rebelled against us. So, makes sense. He's also a Catholic. Could force his conversion, too. Would probably revoke the title and then force his conversion and perhaps banish him or something with that. If we can do all that, if he'll accept it. Yeah, we'll see, guys. We'll see what we want to do with him. I don't know if we want to kill him or not. If he stays Catholic, then yeah, it would make sense to probably kill him with our zealous character trait here. So yeah, that's unfortunately going to have to be the end of today's episode. We'll deal with that Emir next episode, and we almost have the prestige to finally create the hybrid culture here with the 800. So yeah, we'll do that next episode as well. So I hope you guys did enjoy the video today. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. Do hope to see you guys on the next one, and thanks for watching.